When we met at Cannes, there was a lot of conversation about creativity and automation,
Yep.
and some progress, some skepticism. Where do things stand, and where are we going in terms of that marriage?
So I think it's a slow-burning love affair, but we're definitely making progress. I think, if you look at what some of the barriers that are remaining, I think is how do we scale the production of raw creative assets that we can then dynamically assemble at the time of rendering based on the data we have on the most effective creative message for this particular individual. And I feel we've made a lot of progress over the last 6 months on understanding on both sides in terms of education of what's possible. And we're starting now to have the right technology to bridge those two worlds together. And realistically, that is what client wants, and that's what they're pushing us to do. So I think we'll continue to see an accelerated pace, driven mostly by clients and frankly by consumers. I think everybody wants more relevant ads, and that's one of our mission at Xaxis, is to make ads welcome. And we're going to continue to invest significantly in terms of making that pipe dream a reality for our clients.
And tell us about Plista and the whole notion of native advertising, scaling in a programmatic way.
Sure. So likewise, lots of progress I feel on this. Until very recently, native was very much like a closed garden. Lots of point solutions, but nobody really was able to offer the full roster of formats. And more importantly, a lot of the assets in terms of data, whether it's first-party advertiser data or the benefits of technology like turbines, weren't available on those formats. So we've now bridged those worlds, certainly within Xaxis, and I think that will unlock a lot of value for native, for our advertisers, and bringing scale and bringing relevance.
And finally, Nicolas, tell us what programmatic TV means to you in EMEA and where that stands.
Yeah. I think, there's still, again, programmatic, if you look at the core, means automation. So there's interesting thing done in terms of automating the trading, if you want, of TV. As consumer behaviors continue to change and adoption of new over-the-top platforms, for instance, continue, I think, it is making it more scalable as well as a value propositions. But, development in that space, I think, on the supply side are still fairly slow. And I think from an advertiser and demand side, we have the technology, there is a desire. I still feel from the whole value chain, the supply side, the broadcasters are really, we need to get on board to accelerate the pace of that.
Great, and what's the perspective of the clients here about automation? Are they excited about it? Are they learning about it? Are they concerned about it? What's the sort of the climate?
I think, it's a means to an end. So doing programmatic for the sake of doing programmatic doesn't make sense. It has to deliver value for you as an advertiser. So I think, as advertisers continue to realize that if you use those technologies well, you can deliver, more productive campaigns and more efficient campaigns, they will continue to embrace programmatic. But again, there's an education job we need to continue to do. I still hear people saying, hey, I want 100% of my digital budget to be programmatic. And then you ask them why or with which objective, and it's a little less clear. But again, there's different level of sophistication in the market, and we are people that are very much at the forefront of that transition and reaping the benefits of it.